Om Shri Sai Ram. Now, once upon a time, there used to be a Guruji. So said Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa to his disciples. All his disciples were sitting there, all the students who used to come there to meet him, all the college students and the students from the schools nearby Calcutta, they used to come there to Dakshineshwar Kali temple and listen to him. So Ramakrishna Paramahansa was telling them the story that once upon a time there was a Guruji, and the Guruji had so many students and they all had such a lot of faith in him. He was a very good teacher, he was a good guru, and he always looked after the needs of his students. He used to teach them everything. He used to teach them grammar, he would teach them civics, political science, economics, he would teach them the scriptures and all the teachings which are there in the scriptures. And the guru was very good. Then one day he told his students that now you must learn to see God everywhere because God is everywhere. You can't contain God in something. God is immanent, transcendent, everywhere at the same time, everywhere in everyone. So all the students listened to him and they responded. Now, one student, he was thinking about it as he was going on the road. He was thinking about the Guruji's words that Guruji has said that God is everywhere, God is in every creature. And so we must not try to limit God just to a very small place. And he was very pleased with this teaching because it seemed so profound to him that this is really profound. God is everywhere, in every creature. Now, as the student was going on the road, he suddenly saw that there was a crowd of people and they were all rushing and running. And they all seemed to be panicked, like really panicked. And so he wondered what it was. And then a man came running. This man was the Mahavat. The Mahavats are the caretakers of the elephants, the ones who control the elephants and who look after them. So this caretaker, the elephant caretaker, he was running and he was breathless. And he said, "Run, just run and save your life because the elephant is out of control. He's intoxicated. Please run, save your life, don't stand here on the road." He was telling everyone. And everyone was running because nobody wanted to face an elephant that was not in control. So everyone was running helter skelter. But this student decided, "Oh, but why should I run? Because my Guruji has told me that God is everywhere. God is in every creature. So God is in this elephant also. So I shall stay here and I shall offer my pranam to God who is inside the elephant." And so the student stood his ground. He stood on the road with his hands on his waist, in a really like brave posture. And the Mahavat screamed at him once again before running, "Run, what are you doing?" And the other people were also shouting, "Run, run, can't you hear?" But he was adamant because he believed in his Guruji. He had faith in his Guruji. And the elephant came. And the elephant had, red eyes and it was snorting and it was so angry. It was completely out of control. And the elephant looked at this tiny creature in front of him who was offering pranam to him, folding both his hands like this and bowing to the elephant. The elephant did not like it one bit. Who is this thing, obstructing my path on the road? And so the elephant picked him up with his trunk and threw him away by the roadside. He really got very badly hurt. His waist and his back, it was like, like really, he just escaped fractures, but he was completely bruised. And there was so much soreness and so much pain. But more than that, he was anguished mentally. More than the physical pain, it was his heart that was hurting more. I trusted my Guru. I had faith in his words. And this is what happens to me. Is this what happens when we trust our Guru, when we trust our teacher? Not fair. Guruji told a lie. He shouldn't have done that. And for 2 days, the student could not go to his Guru because he was so badly hurt. So while he was resting at home, he was also brooding about this. Why Guruji told a lie. Then after 2 days, he went to the Guruji and Guruji asked him sweetly, "Why didn't you come for 2 days? Why were you absent?" And the student told him, "Guruji, you told me a lie that day. I believe you so much. I believe every word you say. And look at what happened because I trusted you." Then the Guruji asked, "What happened?" He said, "You said God is there in every creature. And so this elephant was coming on the road on a rampage. And everyone told me to get away. But because you said God is everywhere, so I believed God is there in this elephant also. And so I stood there to greet God in the elephant. But the elephant picked me up and then he just threw me aside. I am lucky that he didn't trample me with his foot, otherwise, I would not be sitting here in front of you. Guruji said, "Tell me the whole story once again, exactly what happened." And so then he told the whole story. He narrated how the people were running, the crowd was rushing, everyone was leaving the road, and the Mahavat was running in front of everyone. The Mahavat was running and telling people to just, leave the road empty for the elephant. So then the Guruji asked him, "Tell me, why did you believe that God was there in the elephant? But why did you not believe that God was there in the Mahavat also, the caretaker of the elephant? When the elephant God was coming, you were fine with his arrival. But when the Mahavat God was telling you to run, to save your life, why didn't you listen to him?" Then the student saw where he had gone wrong and he understood his mistake. Then Guruji said, "This is what happens, when you hear some things and you read some things, that is just some knowledge that you are picking up, some facts. But until and unless you absorb them inside you, you assimilate them, think about them, then it comes up as wisdom inside you. That is when you actually understand the context of the message. What exactly is being said? What does it mean? And how do you use it in your life?" Because incomplete knowledge, undigested knowledge, is of no use. So then the student understood his mistake, and that was the end of that story. Jai Sai Ram.